Hi, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz, and today I'm going to answer some questions from Mary Ellen on Facebook. Mary Ellen asked some very good questions, so this video is for you, Mary Ellen. The first question is, did Delaware change the law so that insurance companies cannot discriminate against certain breeds? And as far as I'm aware, Delaware has not passed any law that prohibits insurance companies from excluding certain breeds. So what insurance companies a lot of times will do is they'll write a homeowner's insurance policy, and they'll have exclusions for certain breeds of dogs. For example, they might exclude German Shepherds. They might exclude any dog with pit bull in it. As far as I'm aware, in that way, you know, if someone gets bit by your German Shepherd or your pit bull, that way the insurance doesn't cover the injury claim by whoever gotten bitten. But as far as I'm aware, there is no law in Delaware that prohibits insurance companies from writing exclusions into homeowners policies in order to avoid coverage or liability for dog bites, dog knockdowns, dog attacks by those particular types of breeds. I think this, is a good question, and I want to raise a point based on exclusions in homeowners insurance policies, that if you have a dog, if it's a certain type of breed of dog that you might expect to be excluded, then you probably ought to take a look at your homeowners insurance policy and make sure that there is no exclusion. And it's not exciting to read insurance policies, but you get the policy, the full policy, you go to the table of contents and look up, exclusions, and there is oftentimes exclusions for certain breeds, and you want to make sure that if you have a dog, if you have a German Shepherd or a Pit Bull or something like that, Rottweiler is another commonly excluded breed, you want to make sure that that's not in the exclusions on your policy. That way you'll be protected in the event that your dog, bites somebody or knocks somebody down, causing them injury. The second question that Mary Ellen asks is it true that you help yourself to protect against liability by posting beware of dog signs and by posting no trespassing signs? And the answer is yes and no. First, I would never post a beware of dog sign, because it could be used to show that I know that my dog is a dangerous dog. Why else would you put up a beware of dog sign unless there's some danger there that you need to warn people against? So it could be used against you if you put up a beware of dog sign. A no trespassing sign, on the other hand, I think is a brilliant idea. If you have a dog in your backyard and kids tend to come into the yard, I think that the best defense against having a dog bite claim is to prevent a dog bite by putting up a fence. But sometimes that's not practical. Sometimes people live in communities where the homeowners association will not approve a fence, or if it's a fence, it can only be a short fence, or the dog is constantly digging and will dig under any fence that you put. And so sometimes you can't have a fence. If that's the scenario, then my advice would be put up no trespassing signs, and put up a bunch of them, because under Delaware law, one of the, basically the law says that the owner of the dog is at fault, is strictly liable, not at fault, but strictly liable, strictly legally responsible for any injury caused by the dog. And there's exceptions to that rule. One of the exceptions is if the injury victim was trespassing, then the law doesn't mandate that the owner is automatically responsible. So yeah, absolutely, put up no trespassing signs if you can, and that should give you protection against a claim for dog bite injury occurring on your property. I'm Ben Schwartz. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you found it informative. If you have questions that you'd like to see answered, go on our Facebook page, schwartzandschwartz.com, or facebook.com/schwartzandschwartz. You can post the questions there. You post the questions, I'll answer them. Or you could send me an email, ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com.